Man, this is Alaska. Jesus.
Fucking yeah. Look at that shit.
Should do an intro for our DVD.
What kind of intro do you want to do?
I don't know.
You just want me to go rally Occupy, take the Meridian? The past year has been the best year of my fucking life. All the ups and downs, it means nothing at the end, man, because fuck. I hate to toot my own horn, man. Fuck, we got a good band, dude. We worked our asses off to get where we are. And it just seems like now, after our 1 year struggle, all the things we've been through, all the things we've done, like shit's actually starting to happen for us, man. Yeah. And seriously, every single one of you who bought this shit and is watching this, we owe all of this to you. So just keep the support up. We'll keep dealing out the love in the form of metal. 1 year.
1 year of destruction. Enjoy.
Anybody else like this episode?
Come on!
To me, your life, it slowly slips away. Your
think it's pretty safe to say that this whole thing started when me and Adam started playing. I met Adam on I think it was the end of summer of 2004. I met him through his brother. I knew his brother first, Garrett, and I think he called me up one day, said that they were gonna go skate down the loading dock, Kincaid Park, Kincaid Elementary, and I went over and I met his brother, and he was pretty good. And you know, that was just like the first time I met Adam. For all the years that I went to Diamond, I always tried to get into the Battle of the Bands. It was almost around May of 2005, and they were having their last Battle of the Bands of the year, you know, before I graduated. So I was like, well, fuck man, like, I really, you know, I've been wanting to do this since I've been interested in music, or at least playing in a band. Really want to play this Battle of the Bands. So me and my friend Brandon, you know, we got our shit together, we wrote a couple songs, and it was just instrumental. We never had a vocalist, we didn't have a bass player either. We recorded a demo, and we signed up for the battle. You know, they let us play, said, okay, you know, you guys can play, we'll be playing first, of course. And a little bit before that, I already knew that Adam played guitar.
I guess I've been playing for like 7 years now, and that's right when I first met Enzo, right when I started playing, because we skated and we jammed. We didn't jam, I guess. He just knew how to play guitar and needed someone to play in this show. So I did that, and we started our first band, Optical. And I couldn't play standing up when Enzo wanted me to play this show in like a week. I was like, okay, but I can't play standing up. And he was like, oh, it's easy. So I started practicing. Eventually, I learned. I couldn't play the pick at the time either.
I think right there and then I knew that if I wanted to play with somebody, it was gonna be with Adam, and like I really knew that Adam was gonna become a really good guitar player. He's probably one of the best guitar players in town now, and he's very underrated. Not a lot of people know how good he is. But I think now with DECEPTICIDE, a lot more people are starting to pick up how good of a guitar player he is. So we played the Battle of the Bands, and the band was called Optical, and we were alright. We did covers, and we played the battle. We of course didn't win anything.
And so, we're about to embark on a journey, our first show. Are you excited? Because I'm excited.
And guess what? You can have lots of fun doing it. So go and have a great time. No moshing, no crowd surfing, and no matadors. Okay. All right, our first band tonight is Optical, and it has Enzo, Brandon, and Adam.
After that, I went to New York on June 2005. I came back, and Brandon has already started a new band.
Our drummer, one of our drummers, left us in Optical, and well, he just like left. We didn't even know. He started playing with some other bands.
So you know, me and Adam were like, fuck, you know. I didn't see Brandon coming back anytime soon, so you know, me and Adam still jam. We still just get together at my house, or I go over to his house and just jam a couple times, write small songs. It wasn't that month when I came back from New York, like a week later. I was working at Burger King at the time, and Scotty, Brian's brother, which, you know, just like Adam, I knew Brian's older brother first before I knew Brian. I used to work with Scotty at Burger King, and he told me that his brother was in a band and that they do Metallica covers, and you know, back then I was like way into Metallica, so I was like, no shit.
And that's where Enzo came in. When I first became friends with Enzo and he saw us play a couple Metallica songs at a show, he decided he wanted to try out.
His band, Sanity Beware. And I thought they were awesome just because they did Metallica covers. So when I came back from New York, like a week later, I was working, and Brian called me. You know, he got my number from Scotty. He called me, he said, hey, my brother said you're a really good singer. We have a show next weekend. And we were wondering if, you know, you'll do us a favor and, like, you know, play the show with us. But I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come over and a practice. It was like a band practice more than an audition. So when I went over, I met the rest of the guys. We were practicing at Spencer's house. Spencer's guitar player of Corruption now. But you know, I came in and, you know, met Spencer, Jeff, Glenn. You know, when we started practicing, and I watched Brian play. I was like, this kid is amazing. I mean, he was like 15, 16 at the time. I think he was 15. And you know, he's 15, I'm 19. he had like really passion for fucking playing the drums, dude. I mean, you watched him and he was just he wasn't very technical, doing like all over the place, but he was definitely just a hard-hitting drummer. Anyways, I was definitely impressed. And we practiced a couple times. We played the show. Of course, horrible. I don't like to remember that that time of my life, you know, when I played the show with Brian. I mean, it was cool, but we covered Sick and Destroy, and of course I knew the words of that. And then their original songs, I had to sing like 3 of them, and I still have like lyrics holding on stage. I had like fucking the lyrics printed out, and like I'll be screaming and like reading at the same time. It was bad. We made it through, and then we played another show, and after the second show, Brian gave me a call one day. He said, hey, asked me if I had a problem with Spencer. And at the time, of course, I didn't think anything of that kid. I mean, I didn't really know him.
A couple weeks later, we realized that we really didn't like playing music with Spencer because he's being a little bitch, and you know, he can do that sometimes. But you know, Spencer's one of my really good friends still, and you know, I love the kid to death. But you know, we just weren't cut out to play music together, I guess. But you know, we're both doing good things now, and so after we, you know, broke that off with Spencer, we still had the original lineup for Sanity Beware, including Enzo. So we decided to play one last show before Jeff went off to college. So couldn't come up with a band name, you know, right before the show, so we just called the fucker Jeff.
My plan was like, you know, as soon as Jeff leaves to college, I can bring Adam into the band. I remember me calling Adam, telling us, like, dude, I think I got us a drummer.
We just played as a band called Jeff, and we played some Pantera and some Metallica.
Show for Jeff, so you know, we called the band Jeff.
We only had one show, but I could say in my history of playing music, that was probably the sweetest project I've ever been in, period. You know, I mean, JEFF, for real, you know, from the heart. That's where we were all coming from, and you know, I'm sad to see that was gone, but you know what, we moved on to better things. We definitely did.
After the whole Jeff thing, then it was me, Brian, and Adam. My friend Vince that did bass for Optical, he was on vacation that summer, and when he came back, he was I was telling him about Brian. I was like, yeah, I think you know, me and Adam got a drummer, blah blah. And he was like, oh yeah, when I come back I can play bass for you guys. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. That was a pretty solid lineup for a while. It's me, Brian, Adam, and Vince.
And that's when we led on to Murderous Justice without Jeff, because he went off to college because he thinks he's smart and he likes books, I guess. We used to get drunk a lot. Adam didn't really like to drink, but God knows we were fucked up, me and Enzo.
Brian.
I didn't have him, huh? I didn't have him, huh?
Dude, we just played a kick-ass show.
Yeah, I already recorded a bunch, dude.
You guys did?
I did on my own.
And Murder Justice, our first show, we didn't have a vocalist. We tried to find one, but we couldn't find it. And so our first show was with no vocalist. Me and Brian were the vocalists.
Alright, we don't really have a vocalist tonight, so we're playing instrumental, but it still kicks ass, and fuck you if you don't like it. Yeah! That's right, fuck you!
We covered Metallica, and we covered Black Label Society, and we had 4 original songs. Brian was pretty much like the frontman of the show. You give the kid a mic and better watch out. Drop a lot of F-bombs.
Everybody move to the fucking front! Fucking shit! Fuck! Fuck you, man! Fuck you! I want to see faces against each other's faces! Face! I want to see faces broken!
But he was good. We did pretty good. I thought it was fun. We weren't like the shit, but it was definitely a good show. And I definitely enjoyed myself on that show. And after that show, I really wanted to start playing a lot more shows, because that was pretty much my first show with kind of my real band, you know. I was playing guitar, this was our music, stuff that we wrote. For the first time I was playing music that me and Adam wrote, you know. So I was so stoked with MIJ.
I met a guy named Dennis because when we took our whole calamity of kind of having members formed but not really a band yet, we decided we wanted to audition a singer.
We got a new singer, or not really. I guess we were looking for a singer, and he was pretty cool. He's just an old guy with a lot of babies.
Dennis, he was pretty much the first guy to show up, you know. When we started auditioning people, he was just the first guy to show up. And I liked him because he was metal. I mean, he looked metal.
We were like, hey, you know, his voice sounds pretty good. And, you know, we didn't know because at the time he was 32 and, you know, I was 16. So, you know, I felt like, you know, there would be some incest. But, you know, it turned out good. Dennis was a good guy. You know, he wasn't, you know, too touchy-feely. He wasn't, you know, so much of a dad figure like we thought he would be. He was just, you know, one of the guys.
You know, I admire somebody with passion, and Dennis had a lot of fucking passion. He loved music. He loves playing shows. He loves being on stage. Not only that, but he was the best frontman I've seen in town. Yeah, so that was it. That was Murder Justice. Me, Brian, Adam, Vince, and Dennis. After like 4 or 5 months, we had to kick out Vince.
We had this bass player named Vince, and yeah, he's the pink shirt sandal dude. Kicked him out, and got Ronnie. Ronnie was a cool dude with a red beard.
That was our second bass player, Ronnie Lauren. He was an awesome dude. He was probably the best bass player, the best bandmate I ever had the pleasure to work with. He was fucking awesome. We love Ronnie. When Ronnie joined the band, and that was another lineup, you know. We were still Murder Justice, but after that, we played for 2 freaking years and a half of Murder Justice. And we had great shows, good times, but once again, you don't get along with your bandmate, somebody's gotta go before some shit breaks. And that's what happened. At the end of 2007, Murder Justice was done.
Shit just went downhill. That's just what happened, and we kind of had to have a fallout because people weren't communicating so well, and you know, there's some dislikes between some people. You know, I'm not going to say any names or mention any problems, but you know, we kind of had to it seemed like we had to get somebody out of there and, you know, move on. So we decided we needed to get a new vocalist and go on and do better things. And so before we auditioned for vocalists, we kind of had a last MIJ show set up, and that's where I met Ryan initially, our vocalist now in Decepticide.
I met Ryan around October, I would say. I was really tired with MIJ, and I didn't want to quit, but I definitely didn't want to put more effort into it. So I started putting the word out that you know, I was looking for a project, or I'm looking to jam with people. My friend Davo from Theory of Hate, vocalist from Theory of Hate, told me, hey, I know this guy Steve, he's a really good drummer, blah blah blah. He's got a guitar player, and they've been looking for a lead guitar player, and I think you'll fit right in, blah blah blah. Introduced me to Steve, and Steve was like, hey, next weekend, if you want to go jam, just meet me at the paddle boat Theory of Hate was playing, and from there we can just go to my sister's house in Wasilla and jam the next day.
And I had a drummer named Steve who was basically really good friends with the guys in Theory of Hate, and I was told that, hey, like, he was given a number of a guitarist, because we were looking for another guitarist. At the time I played guitar, and not very well, but I still played guitar. And we were looking for another guitarist, so he came to a show that me and Steve went to at the paddle boat, and it was the first time I saw Enzo Montana sitting on a fucking park bench. I walk up to say hi to Steve, and he goes, oh man, this is Enzo, this is the guy I was telling you about. And what started as us just chilling ended up, I found out he had all his gear on him, and we ended up taking a trip out to Wasilla to practice at Steve's sister's house, which in retrospect was a retarded fucking thing to do. That's all of us Anchorage guys commute to Wasilla to play for one morning and then come back, but that's besides the point. We decided to get drunk on the way out there. I mean, the driver was sober, but me and Enzo were getting drunk in the back, and we're drinking, and Steve puts on some Lamb of God, and fuck, turns out Enzo loves that Lamb of God just as much as Ryan loves Lamb of God.
Me and Ryan start screaming to Lamb of God, and he was sitting right next to me, but good God, he was so loud. I mean, we had the fucking radio blasted, dude. He was fucking loud. And Ryan was so goddamn loud, but he sounded good. After that, I just didn't think anything of it. You know, I was like, wow, that was pretty good. Jam the next day, you know, we got drunk that fucking night, like drunker than I haven't been in a long time.
Basically, we ended up trying to jam the next day, but it was obvious it wasn't gonna work. Me and Enzo meshed really well. Like our personalities worked out really nicely. There's no way we could have played guitar together. I kept going with my projects, and the thing with Steve was falling apart, and I met Clay at Mammoth Music when I was still with Steve, and we practiced a little bit, wrote a couple songs.
Well, I basically moved up here to Alaska just to try to start a new career for myself and experience a new part of my life and sort of see how things were going. I was kind of bored, didn't know a whole lot of people, so I went down to the local Mammoth Music Center. And then all of a sudden, you know, I started jamming out and doing my thing on the bass, do some slap stuff, some really technical stuff, and all of a sudden 3 or 4 different people in the shop started coming over to me, looking at me, sort of, you know, paying attention, seeing what I'm doing. And one of them was like the most interesting person I'd met since coming up here to Alaska, and that was Ryan.
Enzo introduced me to Brandon, which was my project right before I joined Decepticide. And it was working out really good. Everything was rolling really smoothly. Like, it wasn't the most complicated or like really good metal out there, but fuck, you know, it was our metal, you know what I mean? And I thought it sounded good. And Enzo, even though you said you didn't like it, you saw that the progress was being made, music was being made, and everything was going fine. And then all of a sudden Brandon completely dropped out and was like, fuck it, I'm not doing it. And it's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? And Enzo out of nowhere one day calls me up, asks me, hey, what are you doing, dude? And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just chilling. He goes, well, you want to come to our fucking practice place, you know, fucking just jam with us a little bit? I'm like, yeah, man, I'll fucking come jam with you. So of course, in my head, I'm like, we're gonna jam guitar, because you know, that's what I do. And I come in with my guitar. Enzo's first words when he sees the guitar, he goes, oh, you're not gonna need that. And I'm like, oh, well, am I playing through yours? He goes, yeah, we'll figure something out. I'm like, okay. But we're moving shit around, and then Enzo looks over and goes, hey man, why don't you just scream on the mic a little bit, dude? Just let us have some screams. And I still remember vividly, you opened with 15 kills. You started playing the riff to 15 kills, and the only thing you said, you're like, dude, just open it up with a nice high scream. I'm like, okay. And I belted out a really, really high scream. We made it like 4 measures into the song, and Enzo stopped. He goes, yeah, there you go. Now, I have lyrics for this, they're not written down yet, so just make it up as you go. We'll jam around. You can just scream a little bit. And we must have jammed for what, 3 hours maybe? 3 or 4 hours? And yeah, I basically got ninja'd into being a vocalist. It wasn't the plan, but once I left the jam space with them, I was like, man, that felt really good. Like, I felt like I was doing something that meant something, you know what I mean?
And I told Adam, you know, it's like, what do you think of him? And I remember Adam said, he's pretty freaking good. And usually Adam doesn't really give credit to anybody right off the bat. Like he did to Ryan.
And then came this big, long, elaborate hunt and search for fucking vocalists. By the time they fired Dennis, I had already decided that what I wanted was to be a vocalist for this band. So I wasn't the best because I was not a vocalist in any way. I mean, I was used to screaming along to CDs, but I was not a vocalist in any way. And basically, I can honestly say hard work, perseverance, and never giving up is the reason why I am the fucking Ryan who sings for DECEPTICIDE'S. Basically, like, we joke about me winning by default, but seriously, I won by default. I got the position because there was potential seen in me, and no one else could do it. No one else could fill the slot that they wanted filled. And at first, there was thoughts because, you know, obviously everyone in the band had the idea of what they wanted their vocalists to sound like, you know, what they wanted their sound to be, and I wasn't it. You know, I wasn't the exact sound everyone was looking for.
After trying so many guys, you know, auditioning for the band, you know, Ryan was still my favorite guy out of everyone else, so I didn't really want to try out anyone else anymore, you know. You know, we had a couple people lined up, but you know, in my head, Ryan was really our vocalist, but you know, Brian and Ronnie had their doubts. I mean, they didn't think he would be it.
I pulled Enzo aside. I go, dude, just don't give up on me, man. Just keep inviting me. Let me do this. I will give you what you want if you give me time. It's all you got to do. I will give you what you want.
And from then on, he kind of just kept showing up to practice, and we kept having auditions for vocalists, and Ryan would always be there. And he would always pick up the microphone before the guys would sing, or, you know, after they would sing, and he was kind of just always there. So really, Ryan got really good at it. And
he ended up being our singer out of nowhere, because we, you know, like, we're looking for a singer, and he just kept showing up. We're like, all right, man, we wanted you to be our singer. We've been like, no, we didn't say that. We just started singing, and we're like, okay, it's really hard to get the mic out of this guy's hand, so just leave him. And then
they brought in Ryan as their singer, and, you know, he talked to me a lot about that, and he was like, you know, he felt really bad at the time because he felt like our side project was gone. You know, he was going to join Murderous Justice and be the singer there.
So Ryan officially joined the band on New Year's of 2007. That's when we started, you know, practicing with him as him being our official vocalist. Ronnie was going through some really hard times. I remember he lost his job. Didn't seem to have the time to spend on a band. So, you know, Ronnie didn't quit, we didn't fire him. It was very, very mutual. I mean, we still love Ronnie. He's one of the best people I ever worked with. Awesome guy, awesome bandmate, really good friend. But, you know, one day, you know, it was like the fourth time in a row that he was saying that he wasn't gonna show up to band practice, that he couldn't make it because he had to take care of business. You know, he was looking for a job, or he had to work with his dad, something like that. But, you know, I was on the phone with him, and me and him just kind of like agreed that maybe he doesn't need to be in the band. Maybe his priorities are different at the moment. And we were like, you know what, you know, hey dude, it was good times. And that was it. So, you know, Ronnie never really quit. We didn't fire him. We were talking on the phone, and we both just kind of led to that.
Turns out that Murderous Justice also needed a bass player. They didn't know it at the time, but a couple months down the road, with Ryan as their new singer, they needed a new bass player, and then I kind of fell into that.
So yeah, and that kind of happened that way, you know. And along with Ryan came Claypool, bass player. He's a very cool guy. I met him through Ryan. and they've been playing music together, and they were doing their own thing for a while, so they kind of came as a package, you could say. But yeah, Clay's a really awesome guy, brews a lot of really good beer.
At that point, the entire project, we decided to reestablish the band itself, rename it, rewrite new songs, basically let Murderous Justice be what it was, rather than continuing on with that project. Pretty much let that band rest, and started up Decepticide. That was pretty much it, with myself and Ryan, and then Enzo, Adam, and Brian. Basically, from Murderous Justice, we became Decepticide and started off brand new from there.
Seriously, all you people out there who are starting bands and watching this, hard fucking work, dude. It is hard work. Everyone's like, oh, I want to be a rock star. Guess what? It's about 3/4 bullshit. About 15% music and about 10% politics. And you just got to work your ass off and make sure that you fucking, like you said, dude, fuck it all, dude. You got it. People are gonna die in wars, dude, and the only way to get to the top of the wall that you're trying to conquer is to climb the bodies of the dead, and you know what? That's what we gotta do, and we're scaling the fucking mountain now, baby. Got the flag in hand, I'm ready to plant that shit.
Alright, my name is George. I do a metal show on KRUA. Decepticide is the first band to interview on my show. Went really well. Kind of screwed up some phone calls, but it was nice having him around. Freaking rock.
Alright.
Metal.
On the radio?
I've been sick and I haven't had internet for 3 days. It's stressed out. Yeah, my bad. Are we like air? Like live?
Yeah, we can't swear.
Yeah, I'll be right.
No swearing. Alright, how's it going? This is George. You're listening to The Wasteland. In the studio, I got Decepticide. Say hello, guys.
How's it going?
What's up?
How you doing?
Alright, why don't you introduce yourselves to everybody?
I'm Ryan. I'm the vocalist for Decepticide.
This is Enzo, guitar player.
My name's Brian Harris. I'm the drummer.
Alright, and those are all the folks we got here right now. We're gonna play the first song off a scratched up CD they handed me, which I'm guessing is their band, or it's just one they really like. It's got some nice artwork though. What's the name of this track?
Son of Disdain.
The Son of Disdain. Alright, Son of Disdain by Decepticide. Here we go. So, talking with Decepticide, when did you guys form officially, unofficially?
Well, we always say that the official date was, what was it? January 1st of last year.
A party that we had on New Year's.
We were celebrating New Year's at Ryan's house, and he was just bugging us because he wanted to be our vocalist so bad. You know, at the time we were looking for
a little hard.
Yeah, we were looking for a vocalist, and he came to all the auditions, you know, and he was a good friend. So at that day we just said, you know, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
You'll be our vocalist, and we always say that, you know, from that day, that was the official lineup.
Nice. So you guys, Enzo and Brian, you guys were there originally, and then
with the other guitarist, Adam.
No, but me, Adam, and Brian, yeah, we've been together since summer of 2005. Well, I've been playing with Adam a little bit before that, but that's when I met Brian that summer. And, you know, we played in MIJ for 2.5 years, and, you know, that fell apart, and that's when we started this episode.
Cool.
2007.
Cool. That was a good day. Okay, we got about 36 seconds.
Now that's a beard.
Look at that freaking thing. It's like another
We're about to be on here.
animal in his face.
Alright, so I'm here with Decepticide still. Missing,
Yeah. Woo! Yeah.
Missing 2 band members. They're outside, sitting in the car, waiting.
Yeah, they're in the trunk.
With the windows cracked. Trunk's not. But I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist. Alright, so is there a story behind the name that you could say on air? I don't know, that seemed pretty ominous.
Basically, it came through a long track of names. We,
Usually how it
We all
goes.
just kind of really needed a name.
months went by. And
you're like, man, we should name this thing.
I don't know. I just kind of came to me, I guess.
Should name it 37 Crazy Fists.
It more or less means like the end of all lies, you know, like homicide and deception, you know, like putting them together and whatnot.
Nice. I've actually come up with a theory that you just take two words that are either the opposite or have nothing to do with each other. You put them together, you get a band name. That's how a lot of
it's like making mythical creatures, man. You take any animal and you put wings on it.
Yeah, exactly. A legger.
Yeah.
All right. So, like as an example, you take Paragon and Renegade. You got Paragade. It works.
Is that an energy drink?
It sounds like it could be. Sounds like it could be a lot of things.
Well, that was pretty much it. It was the word deception with homicide, and there it is.
Nice. That's good. That's a much better story than I thought was gonna. I was worried there. Like, again, we were really drunk and we.
Yeah. You know, we were blacked out.
We just started yelling words.
I woke up with that name.
Yeah, I was doing like 60 down the highway.
We all had it tattooed on our ass, so.
And we're pretty satisfied with it, and it's pretty unique and stands out, and it's pretty metal.
Nice.
I think it's just about the most brutal thing that's possible. It's ever.
It's
not even just as a name, just the most brutal thing possible.
It is more brutal than people getting attacked by bears.
Nice, and that's pretty brutal. Bears with wings, in fact.
You ever tried to bend bears?
Ever tried to bend a bear in half?
And we dedicate most of our shows to people who get attacked by bears.
Well, I like to think those people, you know, don't get enough credit for what they've been through.
That's courage, you know what I'm saying? Like.
See, I don't even know when this started happening. All of a sudden, we're playing shows, and
right there.
Brian grabs the mic, and he's like, "What are they dedicated this show?"
No, man, I'm dedicating this radio show right here.
They're right now in the emergency.
If you know somebody, or if you yourself has ever been attacked by a bear, I mean, my heart goes out to you.
And I'd just like to warn everybody that out there is fucking bears, okay? They don't fuck around, right? You ever been attacked by a bear? Not fun. So this show, this whole set goes out to anybody that's ever been attacked by the bear. Hey, just so everybody knows, this show is dedicated to anybody that's ever been attacked by a bear. Dedicate this show to anybody who's ever been attacked or mauled to death by a bear.
Give us a call, just by the way, before I forget again. I forgot for an hour. 786-6805. That's 786-6805. Call us, talk to me, talk to Decepticide.
Yeah, fat chicks. Give us a call.
No.
Just kidding. Fat girls need love too.
That's terrible. Thank you for saying that on my show, but that's good. Nice.
I love fat girls. Call me.
I'm gonna
just call me.
786-6805. Ask for Enzo.
Give people some time. You should play another Decepticide song.
Play it. Okay, which one would you like me to play?
I think they need to hear another song. I think
Slaughtered Within is what I'd think.
I think, yeah. Slaughtered Within.
Alright, and we're back. That song was Slaughtered from Within by Decepticide as a distraction to the fact that I can't answer a telephone correctly. And well, I might fail again.
Ross from Dopiate wants me to fart on the mic.
That's
Hi, Eric.
What's up, man?
Now this is a fan.
Can you guys hear him?
I can hear him.
Oh, well,
We're
I can't hear him, but you guys can.
Like we're trying to fix the problem and just roll with it.
I will. I will. I'm going with it. You guys can talk to him. Just let me know what to do.
What's up, Eric? What's going on, Doc? Doing pretty good.
Dude, this is a
sick.
professional situation, and if you just want to BS, you can totally text us later.
All right, just, I want everybody in the room, if you got a drink, I want you to go ahead and hold it up. If you don't have a drink, I'm sorry about your luck, all right? But I dedicate this shot to Dimebag, our fallen brother, gone but never forgotten. Stays alive in every show that every kid ever goes to. This is to you, Dimebag. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yourself, you will
We had the fucking battle of our lives. We battled tooth and claw, and we're fucking going to Meltdown!
Dude, we went
We're fucking going to Meltdown!
against all the fucking odds.
All the odds,
This
dude.
right here. We taking this shit. What did I say? We're gonna take this home, and we fucking did. What did I say, dude?
We didn't just win one battle, we won 2 battles.
Oh,
consecutively in a row. There was no fucking chance that anyone else could even possibly have won this besides us.
6 months we've been a band. 6 months. We're playing Meltdown, dude. It's amazing.
It's
amazing.
Amazing.
We're going to Meltdown!
This band right here has blood on their hands. They battled, they scrounged, they survived, they destroyed Decepticide!
Power is gone.
Decepticide, what can you say? Decepticide, well, they're one of the greatest fucking bands. They're gonna fuck it up. They're gonna fuck it up across the fucking United States one day, and I'm gonna fucking sit there. I'll carry the shit in. I'll carry the shit in the fucking Decepticide, all right? I get pissed when I have to carry them for Spit Shine. Fuck their face, but these guys, these are my boys. Look at this fucking face. Beautifulness, beautifulness. Decepticide, hands down, fucking. They came to the point where I bow down to these motherfuckers, all right? And I'm tired of it. It pisses me off that I have to bow down to these motherfuckers.
Hi, my name is Britney Spears. I love Decepticide so much. The first time I heard Decepticide, it was so awesome. It made me shave my head and start doing drugs and abusing my children. I love Decepticide.
Bitch!
I don't think that I could find the appropriate words.
Sons of fucking disdain, dude!
That
what the fuck, dude?
Brought to every individual that watches the Decepticide show, because when I hear it, all I want to describe the passion that comes out from each musician on stage, dedicated everything they have at that moment of their life to you as a rocker of the show. I really don't know what to say.
Drummer's the only one that does any work in that band! Don't say that, I'll punch you in the mouth for saying that.
Drumming! Drumming! Get it!
I climbed a mountain.
Brian, I don't know, that kid's just an insane drummer. Fucking fat.
Phenomenal, that's great.
Dude, you seriously opened the door like
I did open
a quarter of a second after he got it taped.
My name is Ross.
Your name is not Ross. My name is Ross. Your name is Enzo.
All right.
We're blowing shit up last night.
Well, shall we? We shall.
You do the honors, Ross.
Seriously, when we sing it back to back. you think Sparkler and it?
Oh
No!
Yeah, this is a two-man job here.
Someone's got to hold the jar, light old Ross. Ross will light the band.
Ross, technically you got the longest arms. You should throw. I'll throw. Here.
Ross, cap to throw. Hopefully it doesn't break on a tree. Or shrapnel up.
Alright, which direction are we running?
Oh, where are you throwing it?
That way. I think it might have just blown the lid off.
Holy shit!
We may as well be out here shooting guns, dude.
Oh! Shit! Fuck!
That was awesome.
It's the wire tape burning. It's gonna reach Sparkler at some point.
Wait.
That was a really good shot.
I always knew. I'm an excellent marksman.
Clay! Throw this shit over!
Oh, come on!
Clay.
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 What the fuck? Ah!
Brian, will you go take control of this situation, please?
Wait, what in the fuck, dude? We're losing.
Yeah, and I'm
losing
recording.
lighting.
And I'm recording crap. And
Guys, I hate you all. Wet swamp. Bullshit. Music video. Shit. Hey, turn that shit up. I can barely hear it.
Okay, on 4. Okay, turning it up. Hold on. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lie to me, your life, it slowly slips away. Your life. Your life. Watch as they all fall before me. Watch as they all just die. Your life. Dance as they die one by one. Die without us reborn. Afraid to die. Dreams are stolen one by one. You cry yourself to sleep. For the only one dream that you have to gain. Watch as your life is slowly burned. Watch as I crush your dreams. What must I end for your life?
Thank you very much. We are Decepticide. Don't forget to buy yourself a t-shirt and support local music.
bunch of dicks in it.
Let's do it, dude. Oh my god. Marshall, you got.
Oh, you're gonna stand up for your girlfriend now? Not my butt! Whoa! Holy fuck! Let's do this shit!
That's how they dealt with drugs in Colombia?
The cops ain't gonna get caught.
Dude, my hands are so cold. Lauren! Dude, my hands are so cold.
What did you do with the Colombian when they tucked you in us though? You pretended like Coco, okay?
Uh-oh, it's another one. It's another fight!
It's so funny.
Go!
Yeah, guys.
In the kidney! No, I'm just
Record the sex!
I can't record the sex!
Okay. Oh, you a dick. I love you, Enzo. I hug you. All right, let's get up. Dude, let's get up. But
Maddie's gonna fight again!
hey, scratch.
Another fight!
There's another one.
Yeah, 4 fights so far.
No, I cannot believe what is happening. Look. I got Enzo's back. I got Enzo's back.
Maddie,
Who's responsible for this broad?
Matt! I'm right here.
What's up? What's up?
Let's go.
Get
Let's
him!
go.
Get him! Get him!
Kick his ass. Kick his ass, man. Do it for America. Do it for America.
Get him!
Girl.
Get him!
Hit him in the balls. Get her, Enzo. Come on. She ain't in a hockey stick.
Colombian! Are you mad, Colombian?
Headbutt that bitch. It's like I'm fucking the girl. I don't even know what's going on. Why, you fucking piece of shit. Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, you're on the bottom now. Wow. Wow. Oh, Enzo just hit his head.
Out of bounds! Inside the ring. Are you okay?
Dude, Enzo was bloody to start with.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
Alright, let her up. She's done. Tired. And she's a girl after all. God damn it.
Oh my god.
Beat his shoulder at the end.
Beat the fuck out of each other, man. With love. With love and drunkenness. Beating the fuck out of each other. True metal. True metal. Oh, bloody. Blood and guts. Blood and guts.
Good day, Enzo.
I think I can drink on the way home.
Shut up! Eiffel Tower is where 2 people are fucking one girl and they high five over her back.
And that's
all okay.
good.
You're good.
Decepticide has been one of my favorite thrash bands in the state of Alaska.
I agree.
Since I first saw them at Silcoon Charlie's in a Battle of the Bands for the Summer Meltdown.
Yeah.
These guys got my attention so much that I had to grab my camera, go to the front of the stage and start taking pictures of these guys.
Yeah.
And then started bragging about them to everybody. So if I don't really fucking love Decepticide, whoever's calling me a liar, I'll tell them, fuck you, these motherfuckers rock it, baby. And they bring it every fucking night.
Yeah.
And this is my brother, and this is my brother, and I love Decepticide.
Let me just get a little bit of a cuddle in here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Come on over here, man.
Get on in here.
This is my man right here, Ryan, lead singer of Decepticide. What do you say, buddy?
Your head's beautiful. I just want to keep rubbing it, dog. That's all. I just
Keep it little.
I just want to. Oh, fuck.
Wow, we're head fucking.
You got a beautiful head.
Adam, he plays really fast and really good. He's just a really good guitar player. Enzo just has really structured, just melodic leads. He's just fucking killer. He's gonna go somewhere in the next few years. Yeah.
I am from France. I know nothing but I like metal. I like metal. And I like shred. I am from France.
And you do.
I like tea. Give me a cigarette. Oh. I'm a chain smoker and I like nothing more than metal. Decepticide. Decepticide. Somebody give me light. Hey, big hey. Hey, big light. I know I'm from France. And I like metal.
I gotta go get my trophy. I'll be back.
Okay. I'll see you at the party where the Decepticide's gonna be there and they're gonna fucking rock you. You. Me? Yeah. Oh my god, it's Enzo right. Oh my god, there he is. Let's see it. Air guitar, air guitar. Alright, here, let's just take it right back. I'm not really French, because you didn't know. But the French people love Decepticide. And the Norwegians do too. Austria, you should, dude, Austria loves Decepticide.
He fucked up.
Oh, you boogie! Look at him! Boogie! He's gonna go check his ass.
Oh, I'm getting some James, baby.
He's gonna go check his ass.
He's gonna go check his ass. You better wipe that shit. David doesn't wipe good. David doesn't wipe good enough.
I figured that much. No?
It's because he's Scottish. That explains it all.
But Decepticide is definitely pretty much my favorite Alaskan metal band, period. You're drunken punks in town like me and my friends. We just get drunk and break shit and blah, blah, blah. These guys, they get drunk and fucking reign supreme. Kind of like rain that comes down, but it's supreme rain, and it hits your skin. What it does is it melts. It kind of melts from here down, and your skull starts to show. And you're like rocking anyway, and your skull starts to come out, and you don't even notice. And then somebody just grabs the rest of the skin and just pulls it off of your face and starts bashing it in with a sledgehammer. That is the Decepticide, to me, personally.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Good boy.
I still love it.
Why do you love Decepticide?
Why do I love Decepticide?
Yes.
Mostly for the guys in the band.
Guys,
you know, I hate to say it, you know.
Yeah,
I love the music, but it's the guys in the band.
So the lead
I'm
singer,
sorry.
that's all right. It's my mic.
It's like Ricky Bobby.
So the lead singer of Decepticide.
Okay.
You've probably met him a few times.
The fucking Ryan.
What is the fucking Ryan's big deal with Decepticide? Why do you think the big Ryan, the big deal, deserves to be the lead singer of Decepticide?
Ryan? Why does he actually fucking scream? You got the air scream. And then you got the scream. That's Ryan fucking.
$100.
Joe.
The whole motherfucker.
Oh shit! Oh! Yeah!
Give me his money. Give me his money. $100. $100. What are we doing here?
We're here for a beer drinking competition. 6 beers in a bucket. Got a 12 buckets of beer. This guy. Don't throw him in the beer.
There's a lot of buckets.
In 2009, for Rendezvous Beer Drinking Contest shortly. We're going to be taking entries momentarily. There are 72 ounces. 72 ounces. Somebody came up to me earlier and said 72 ounces is for pussies. So we're going to add one more beer to each of these buckets. You're about to see more swallowing than you'll find in the parking lot even at 3 a.m. Okay.
pretty much make beer. It's about being on stage. Not a whole lot of people cheer for you when you're in a brewery, but when you're in a band, they cheer fucking a shitload more. So brewing beer is pretty simple. It's kind of like making soup or something similar to that. Basically, take a lot of ingredients, you mix it with a lot of water, and then you do some sticking. It's pretty simple. Basically, we take a lot of grain goes through this device, crushes it up. That grain then goes over to the brew house, then gets mixed with hot water, and that hot water basically makes like an oatmeal sort of mixture. We have to manually do that with our hands, just sort of stir it up like a big paddle. That sits for around an hour, and then we strain out all the sugars. We then boil it, and then we ferment those sugars. That's what beer is, basically fermented sugar based on grain. So it's a lot of physical work, a lot of moving kegs, a lot of moving grain, a lot of grain in and out, and a lot of cleaning. Pretty much you're cleaning all the time. You can't have a dirty brewery if you're gonna make clean beer. So it's
has that ever happened to you?
So far, I haven't had a bad beer. I haven't had that happen to me yet either. No hand in the mill. We got this nice little grate. My hand couldn't fit through it, unfortunately. See, all my tanks are empty right now. We just had to redo the floor. Normally, all these tanks are full of beer. This is where the draft system sort of set up. This is basically where the final product rests and is on its way to the consumer.
Yeah, we had a couple of those cakes in my house.
And we've gone through a couple cakes every once in a while.
I will do a cake then. Let's fucking do it. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Keith. Ready? Go! Go! Whoa!
Look at these drunk motherfuckers.
Almost on the last of the Decepticide Ale.
destination. With no remorse, what will run? With my last breath I will touching their dreams and lies. Addiction, my past. Without a thought I pulled the trigger once again. A prison in my mind is burning apart an empty bottle. Will tomorrow be my final day? I will rise. I will rise. Crushing their dreams and lives. Addiction, my past. Without a thought I pulled the trigger once again. Yesterday in darkness, the code of death awaits. One more soul will fade away. Another six has passed. Life will be my destination. With no remorse, what will run? With my last breath I will run.
DECEPTICIDE. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's hear it.
See this?
Yeah, Sean, dude.
See this wooden dowel right here? This is not just a normal everyday thing. He showed me how to fucking
death.
Oh my god.
Across the land.
Bears. You ever been mauled by a bear? Bears. Bears. Everybody with me now. Bears. That's right.
All right, next one.
Oh, no. Shit.
But anyway, DECEPTICIDE to me and to you, what does it mean?
It's like love sneaking up behind you, you know?
Exactly what I was trying to say. At the same time as you.
gonna fucking kill it tonight, dude.
Oh, dude.
Adam, say we're gonna kill it.
We're gonna slay this shit.
Murder!
Ready for sex. Dude, I'm gonna beat up all the kids in Strep today. All of them.
Oh, I'm putting this on our website.
I'll give you something to cry about.
Hope you guys enjoy this little DVD, you know. It was good sitting here talking to you guys. I feel like I really connected with each and every one of you. To all you guys that put up with our shit, especially my shit, thank you, and I love you. We all love you. From Decepticide to your family, I want to give you a hug.